Good morning, pre-calc. I just wanted to say that today I am especially missing our class. What we're about to go through in notes would probably take us the entire 95-minute class to think through. If we were together, we do a lot of group think, building off each other's ideas. And today is going to be more passive. I'm just going to really talk through these ideas and, hopefully you will follow along by taking notes. I would ask too that you can pause the video at any time, and if you are percolating an idea, why don't you pause the video and think through that idea? So we're gonna go ahead and begin. Honors pre-calc circular trigonometric functions. So we're gonna begin just always assuming our angles are in standard position. And so let's take this circle here. We've got an angle theta in standard position, and we don't know a whole lot. We've got a point P, and that point is in general XY. So, we could, if we wanted to, drop our perp. And when we do that, we notice that this side of the triangle is X, and this side of the triangle is Y, and I'm gonna name the hypotenuse R because it's the radius of the triangle. So the side opposite theta has length Y. The side adjacent has length X, and the hypotenuse we're calling R. Now, remember though, that this is a right triangle. So all our stuff we know about right triangles is true. So we know that x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared by the Pythagorean theorem. So far, so good? Okay. Now, let's go here. So let's see. Boop. I was going to write that there. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Now, since this is a right triangle, all our trig stuff we know holds up. So if I wanted to find the cosine of theta, the cosine would be the adjacent over the hypotenuse. And in this case, it would be x over r. The sine would be opposite over hypotenuse, y over r. And the tangent would be opposite over adjacent, y over x. We also know our reciprocal identities. So the secant is the reciprocal of the cosine. So that would be r over x, hypotenuse over adjacent. The cosecant would be r over y, hypotenuse over opposite. And the cotangent would be x over y, adjacent over opposite, where r is the radius or the hypotenuse. Okay? So far, so good? Now, from this idea, and if we look at it this way, the cosine of theta is x over r. Well, we could solve for x. We could multiply both sides by r, by the radius, and get x is r times the cosine of theta. And similarly, do the same thing here, multiply both sides by r, and get y is r times the sine of theta. We're going to pick up with some what this information does for us and solve these problems in the next video. But before you click on that next video, why don't you see if you can try these on your own?